Hey guys, Miss Kohler here. So I wanted to come to you today and do a quick little lesson with you about what we've been learning this week, which is area. And I also wanted to introduce to you a new word that if we would have been at school, I would have taught you. And so I at least want to say the word to you and talk to you a little bit about it so that when you get to fourth grade, you don't say to your fourth grade teachers, Miss Kohler didn't teach me that, because then that would be bad. You're going to need to know it when you get to fourth grade. So this week we have been learning about area. And a lot of times when we talk about area, perimeter goes along with it. So I have a little poster that I made for you, and I hope you can see it because I can't tell if you can or not because I don't have the video facing me. But area and perimeter go hand in hand. Area is what we're learning about this week, and area is the measurement of the space inside a shape, okay? And then we know that we can find area by, we can count the squares, or we can multiply. So if I have 4 and 2, I can multiply 4 times 2. Okay, so we can count the squares and we can multiply. That's how we find area, the inside of the shape. But another word that goes with perimeter, with area, is perimeter. Perimeter, and I have outlined rim, because if you think about a rim of a basketball hoop, a rim is the outside of it. So when we find perimeter, we are finding the area, we're finding the measurements around or outside of the shape. And to do that, we have to have all the sides. We have to have not just 4 and 2 here. We have 4, 2, 4, 2. So we have to add 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 to find the perimeter. Okay? So since we're learning about area, I'm going to start with that. When we find area, and I taught you guys this at school, we multiply the L, the length times the width. Area equals length times width. I know in class I said that a lot. What does area equal? Area equals length times width. So if we have a rectangle, we multiply, we just need the two sides, 4 and 6, and we would multiply 4 times 6, and we would get 24 square units. So to find area, length times width, we only need 2 sides. To find the perimeter, which you're not going to have to practice, but you need to know, we need all 4 sides. We need all the sides. 4 sides if it's a rectangle or square or quadrilateral, or more sides if there's more sides. We need all the sides. And to find the perimeter, we're finding the outside of the shape. We add up all the sides. So for this one, we would need 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3, and that would give us our perimeter, okay? So let's review. When we were finding area at the beginning of the year, we started, and yesterday when you did your practice, you did area with squares. You did counting, you could just count the squares to find out the area because it's the inside of the shape. But we also know that we can multiply. When we multiply, we just need the 2 sides. 2 times 3. Now if this side is 2, we know this side is 2. We're not going to multiply 2 times 2, are we? Because that's not the L. We're going to multiply the L, the length and the width. So that's really important to know when you're finding area. We are multiplying the length times the width or adding up the squares. This is the beginning of the year. This is what we know how to do now that it's the end of the year. Okay? So we also learned with area that we can find the area of a square. So this is a square. And if we know one of the sides is 6, if it is a square, we know all the sides are equal. So we know if this side is 6, then all the sides are 6s. So to find the area, we multiply. We don't add 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 because that's the perimeter, the outside. We multiply. So we would multiply 6 times 6, and we would get 36. So when we find area, again, we are multiplying. And if it's a square, we know, yes, it has 4 sides, but we only need to multiply the length times the width. okay? And with a rectangle, when we are finding the area, again, we're going to multiply the L. 7 times 4. And that would get us our area. Okay, so remember that our formula for area is length times width. We multiply, and I saw that a lot of us had forgotten that, and some of us said that we would add 4 plus 7. That's not how we find area. We multiply. Now, if I asked you to find perimeter, which I haven't taught you yet, but you're going to need to know in 4th grade, we would need to know all these sides. So we would have to know 4 and 4 and 7 and 7, and then we would add all the sides. But area, what we're learning this week and reviewing is multiplying length times width. So don't forget that whenever you practice some more. Okay? Good luck with everything. Bye.